Hey honey, you know what time it is?
What time?
It's collab time.
Yeah.
So this video is going to be a little bit different for you guys. We are collabing with two other channels. And we're going to put their information down below here and also in the description.
On this side and this side you will see a logo.
So today the topic is going to be private RV parks. Wait,
No.
not just private.
RV resorts.
RV resorts.
Are they worth it?
And we say resorts in quotations because it's not always what you get.
Yeah, they may say resorts, but it's not always true.
So as Rhonda and I start our 4th year RVing, we are part-timers, we're not full-time. We've gotten to experience some of the resorts and some of the so-called resorts. And
then just RV parks that, you know, we more than likely will stay at an RV park or a state park rather than a resort.
Yeah. So the big question of the day is, are they worth it? The answer is, it depends. It depends on what kind of camper you are. It depends on what you're looking for in your trip, you know, what activities you're gonna do, and just generally your comfort level.
Yep.
What do you think of when you think of resort?
A place that's kind of all-inclusive. It has everything that you want right there on property.
A destination, right? So you want to be able to get there, set up, and if you don't want to, you don't have to leave the property.
Exactly.
And those are some of the things we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
All right, so let's preface this right away. We're not really resort people.
No.
We love our state parks.
As we've stated, that's where we love to be, is state parks. Now we will stay at resorts. We have stayed at resorts, you know, for certain reasons, for certain circumstances. If we're camping with other people and that's how they camp, yeah, we'll go stay at a resort for a few days. Or there's a place we like to stay down at the Texas coast, the Gulf Coast, that's a resort. And it's absolutely beautiful. But most of the time, we don't do that.
No. And, you know, if you've traveled long enough, you've seen these so-called resorts and you've seen the prices that they charge for them, you know?
Yeah, they seem to be getting more and more expensive.
And I think that if we're talking about resorts, it has to be well maintained.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, one thing that I would suggest is if you're looking at going to a resort, read reviews. See what people are saying about the park. See what they're saying about their cancellation policies or any of their other policies. We have some friends that we travel with, they have a golf cart. Well, some resorts will not let them bring their golf cart because they want you to pay the extra $150 a day for
to rent
their golf
theirs,
cart.
yeah.
So always check into that, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of activities and you might need a golf cart, or at least bring your e-bikes if you have them, or regular bikes.
And do they allow you to ride e-bikes around? Because some will allow regular bikes, but they don't want e-bikes on property. So, you know, you got to check those sort of things. And with the higher dollar resorts, if they are a true resort, they will be heavy on their rules.
And you want to make sure that you look for hidden fees.
Yes, resort fees.
Resort fees, exactly.
It can be, oh, that was a leaf. It can be $10, $20, sometimes $10 or $20 a night. It just depends on the resort. It's like resort hotels. They just tack on that fee. For what? We're not sure.
And the resort fee may cover the first 2 people, but then you have to pay for your kids or guests or stuff like that.
You have to pay for anybody over 4 people on your site. You have to pay for, and usually it's what, $20, $30 per person per night or something.
It just depends.
It can get really expensive really quickly. It's kind of weird.
The other thing you want to look for is going to be the site lock-in fee.
Oh, yes.
So all of a sudden, you know, you go in, you look at the price, and you're like, oh, it's only $100 a night. That's not bad. But then you tack on $25 a night resort fee, and then you tack on the one-time $25 site lock-in fee, you know, and that's where you got to come in and say, is it worth it?
Yeah.
The resort world, as far as the RV resort world, has changed quite a bit over the last few years. You know, with the RVing community growing so large, everybody buying RVs during COVID, these mega corporations are seeing dollar signs left and right.
Yep.
So camping may not be as frugal as you once thought it was, but there are plenty of other options out there.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, we're big fans of state parks. If you're boondockers, BLM land, we don't shy away from resorts, but they're not our first choice.
No, because we don't want to spend the extra money for amenities that more than likely we're not going to use. Yeah, we'll use a pool occasionally, or you know, we'll go check out the amenity center or something like that. But you know, we're not always there. We don't have little kids that we travel with, so we don't have to keep somebody else entertained with games and swimming and sports and all that. So,
but sometimes the resort is the only option because of the location that you're trying to get to or be around.
Yeah.
And that's all you have. So when you're selecting your location, you know, make sure you do your due diligence.
Oh, absolutely.
Read all the fine little things. You know, just go in, plug in some dates, and see what the total is. See what they're adding on, because more and more fees. Everybody talks about fees. Fees exist.
Yeah.
You know,
and they even exist at state parks too, but they don't nickel and dime you to death there.
right.
And you can get discounts at state parks and city parks and county parks and things like that. So worth it in our book.
And the other thing too is if you're one to go out and be one with nature, a resort's probably not what you're looking for.
No, because you're basically in a glorified parking lot with a water park attached.
A very pretty parking lot.
A very pretty parking lot.
Well, for some resorts.
Some of them.
You know, I would say some of our top resorts that we've been to, we haven't been to many.
No.
Location-wise for us is going to be Gulf Waters.
Yeah, down in Port Aransas.
Right off the beach.
Right at the Gulf Coast of Texas. I love it down there, and we found that resort, and for that one we splurged for it because it's pretty. We have a certain site we like, and it just feels like a good place. They do have an amenity center. They do have a pool. They, you know, it's direct access to the beach over their boardwalk. So
friendly staff that maintains the property.
Wonderful people, and that's the kind of resort you want.
Yeah. And we've been to Margaritaville out in Auburndale, Florida.
Auburndale, yeah.
That was a very nice facility.
Yeah.
Very nice, you know, maintained, grandiose.
Yeah, and they do have a bajillion amenities for you there.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to go to a bar, they got a bar. They got a couple of them actually. They've got a pool. They've got indoor games. They've got outdoor
mini
games.
golf.
They got mini golf. Yeah, it's great, but it's very commercial. It's very parking lot-esque. It sits away from the busiest parts of town and stuff like that, which is nice. But I think it's because it's so huge. That is a massive RV resort.
Yep.
There's cabins and campsites all over the place, and it's almost a little too much.
And then the other one we've been to here in Texas is Camp Fimfo.
Yes.
Now they have one in New Braunfels, the one we've been to, and then they just opened up one last year in Waco. We haven't checked out that one yet.
And I don't know if we will. It's really not our cup of tea. Everybody actually says the one in New Braunfels is better. So that one is probably the biggest resort I've seen, RV resort. It's so massive, and they were continually opening more sites even after we stayed there. And they've got a ton of amenities with the mini golf and the pools and the slides and indoor activities and, you know, all that sort of stuff. But it was too much. It was too expansive, I think, for that place. And it's very expensive.
Yes, very expensive. Now, if that's your cup
of tea?
Yeah, if that's your cup of tea, more power to you. You know, we live more of a simplistic lifestyle, I would say.
Yeah.
Back to the main answer of the question of the day is, are they worth it?
To us,
not so much.
No, like I said, we don't travel with little kids. We don't have little kids anymore. So we don't need all the bells and whistles. We want a nice, clean camping spot that's level. I don't care if it's gravel, but it needs to be level without holes in it, you know? To us, it's not worth it.
You know, if we're going to be in a certain location and say there's a rally or an event going on, that's different.
Yes.
If we're just going sightseeing or going from point A to point B, it doesn't make any sense. The more money we save on our accommodations, the more money we have to do fun things.
Like buy bourbon.
Let's make that happen.
Okay, maybe next year.
Maybe.
Foreshadowing.
All right, guys, we need you guys to comment. Let us know your thoughts on RV resorts.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, thumbs down from time to time. Tell us what you're thinking. Have you had a good experience at an RV resort? And have you had a bad experience at an RV resort? We would love to hear from you.
Yep.
And we ask that you guys check out the other channels that are doing our collab with us. Once again, their links will be down below. What do you got to say?
Well, I'll tell them the names. MelNetteLivingFreeZipcodeless. I wanted to make sure I said it slowly, so I got it.
Hi,
and then,
MelNette.
Hi, MelNette. And then Traveling on Adventures is the other channel. So there will be links down below. Please go check them out for this little collab we're doing once a month. By the way, we are going to continue this. This is not a one-off. We're going to do this once a month. Not on RV resorts. It's going to be all sorts of topics. So we hope that you join us for that.
Absolutely. We're having fun doing these collab videos. Obviously,
we like stuff like this.
Yeah, it's nice to see different people's perspectives.
And we're working with friends, so that helps.
Working with friends, that definitely helps for sure. We've linked their channels below, so check them out. See what they have to say about the same subject. And until next time, we'll see you out there.
See you out there. Bye.
Bye.